worst places to live in the United States according to geological natural disasters. So here we go. We can see that there's a bit of color coding at the top. We've got red for fires, blue for flooding, a tan for drought. We've got pink for earthquakes, green for severe storms, and severe storms meaning like giant hail and severe thunderstorms, that blizzards that really just destroy a town from it. Yellow is extreme temperatures. Texas is really famous for having just extremely high heat. Things are dying, and it really just affects the environment and people's way of living. Purple, we've got hurricanes, we have a few tsunamis areas. Then we've got gray for tornadoes, which, as we mentioned, and you'll see later on, is this gets colored in. But tornadoes have been slowly gravitating towards New York and Maine and New Hampshire. We mentioned in class how they typically stayed only in Tornado Alley, and now they have continued to move. So that's a little frightening if you're afraid of tornadoes, which I am. Brown we have for land and mudslides, and again, those aren't just regular mudslides. Those are going to be just very severe ones that wreck people's homes and ways of living. And then black, we have volcanoes. I would like to point out that Idaho does have a volcano. It is a young volcano. The last eruption was in 2017, and although you don't quite hear about it because it is a caldera. Oh my goodness, it's a caldera volcano, and so some lava just kind of bubbled up over the sides, but it is there. It's also neighboring to Washington, which of course has Mount St. Helens, so that's an interesting place for those two to be. Of course, you've got Hawaii, which is a volcano, so there's that. Also with flooding and fires, really, they can, as you can see, they can pretty much happen everywhere. These are just the states where they've had very big natural disasters of wildfires and flooding that, again, just keep people out of their homes and drive animals out and stuff like that. You can see to the left more where California, Utah, those kind of places, they seem more susceptible to wildfires, as well as drought. We have, and there's always exceptions, but you don't really see like any hurricanes or tornadoes that way. And then as we start going up towards New York and New Hampshire and those ways, like I said, we are seeing more tornadoes slowly creeping up and becoming a bigger and bigger problem up to those states. So pretty much really there, if you take away fires and flooding, which, can happen almost anywhere, Montana is looking pretty good right now. Vermont, I've heard, is also pretty good, according to Google, which I will share the link to that website. But Vermont is actually supposed to be, or is voted to be, the best place to live in the United States. As for me and where, I would want to live, I think I would just move to England and be fine with that. But I'm pretty happy in Utah. I don't mind the huge threat of a giant earthquake or drought is a little problematic, and I'm sure that's going to get worse in the future, but for right now, I don't mind living here. So thank you for watching, and I really enjoyed this geology class. It was fascinating, so thank you so much, Professor.